Hello, this is Rakesh Kumatkar. Today we will quickly review how to add candidates to Apollo automation campaign. There are certain tools you require to use this email automation using Apollo. So the tools required here are Apollo.io subscription. It should be active and you should have login details. The campaign is to be active, tested and approved. And you also need to create a list within Apollo to save the candidates. Then you need SalesQL paid subscription with login details. Third is install the Chrome extension of Apollo and SalesQL in your Chrome. Then you can log into your LinkedIn or open the spreadsheet where database is kept. One important point to remember is that we need to only mail to Indian candidates to their personal email addresses, but Apollo gives company email address, and that's why when we are dealing with the Indian candidates for recruitment purpose, we should use SalesQL. But if you are using Apollo for lead generation for Indian or US clients, then we may not have to use SalesQL because Apollo by default gives the company email address. So SalesQL also costs us. So it can be only used in terms of using the using SalesQL for finding the candidate email ID. If you are using Apollo for lead generation, then don't use SalesQL. We can save on some SalesQL email credits. Okay. You can check the details with Apollo.io if the candidate is in the list. That is later. So once you add the candidate via Apollo extension, you may want to double check whether candidate is already there or not double check, but candidate is already there just to ensure that everything is proper. So that's why let's start the actual process of adding one candidate. I have added two candidates. So you have a database of the candidates you want to add to Apollo campaign. You have Apollo logged in here just to check whether candidate is added or not. So there are two important, I would say, modules here. One is people module and one is sequence module. So in people module, you click here. People module means it's kind of search icon is there. Now here already that filter is there, so you can see base repair Python developer. There are all the other lists. If you click here, there are various tabs. You can see all the other earlier lists. So this is about people. Just remember this search icon means people. This icon is typically used for related to mailing. So remember this icon is like it's sending something. It's a very standard icon. So you go to sequences. So this base repair sequence is there, which is active. Inactive icons will be like this. This is active. There are two people whom I already added. So there is a list and there is a uh, campaign active. Now let's go. And one, you need to ensure if your extensions are working or not. So Apollo's icon is like here and SalesQL icon is here. If you click on SalesQL, if it's active or it's logged in properly, it will show the earlier search data and with here is some photos. So we are using my account. And then this Apollo is there. So let's go to this spreadsheet. We have added already two candidates. Let's try to add Madan Pandey, whom has not yet responded. So we click here. We go to this Madan Pandey is a good candidate. I have seen his profile. Hopefully he replies because he has not responded. So let's make it a third attempt. We have already emailed him. We have sent him the LinkedIn request. He might accept, but let's not wait. So what happens is that don't try to use this Apollo icon because now their icon, which is overlaying on LinkedIn, is quite useful for our need. So let it appear. The icon will appear somewhere here with blue background and Apollo A there. Once you can see this, yeah, see this is visible now. It depends on your internet speed and sometimes Apollo is also slow. Now only thing is that we just click here. Then sometimes it takes time. So remember, please scroll LinkedIn to fully. So this arrow they have given, maybe they are trying to copy the data. So we just click on this arrow. So it will just scroll the whole data. I think it is not activating now unless we click on this arrow. Okay. Now it has scrolled the whole data and copied it. Now, uh, what you can do, you can save the contact first. So click on save. Okay, it has not found the email ID. You can save it into the campaign best repair Python developers. Don't add to the sequence because it has not found the email ID anyway. Even if it's fine, it will be company email ID of no use. Okay, so in a way, it's good that it has not found any email ID. So we click on SalesQL. SalesQL is quite useful here, and we are happy with the performance. So SalesQL will show you the email ID. It has found email ID of other two people. Now what has happened? SalesQL is still showing. So it has given the personal email ID and some phone number, but I don't know. But we're not tried, but this phone number might be useful. We'll see. So we'll see copy email. We go here. We click here somewhere. So SalesQL icon is hidden. No email is found, so add email. If it's company email ID is found, you replace it. You say save. You copied it from there. Control C is the command to copy with the keyboard. So you save it here. So once it is saved properly, then you go down here, select the sequence. The latest use sequence will be at the top, or you can star it also in base repair, so it can appear at the top. So we select it here and we say save. Wait till everything is fine. So this person is added into the campaign. It is also the person is added into candidate is added into list. But we can go back and check in upload. Fine. So this is the simple process of finding the candidate directly from LinkedIn. Suppose you are directly searching on your own and you don't have to show the profiles to anybody. You can find the candidates on LinkedIn. You might use it LinkedIn Recruiter. From there, you'll come back to LinkedIn Standard or LinkedIn Basic because we need public profile. So we come here back and then we add them into the campaign. So it's very simple. And if you are really doing independently with this simple process in a day, you can at least add 20, 30 good candidates into automation. Automation is of 4, 5 stages, and you can just expect some responses trickling in next couple of days. So this is really effective way of getting some responses from the candidate. It needs Apollo and SalesQL. So I hope this is useful to anybody who is watching the TV, watching this video from the team, our team, Perfect People Search team, and you can use this in your lead generation or your candidate approach task. So thank you so much. I'm stopping the video.